Hello and welcome to the show. We are back continuing our street race career with an incredibly fantastic car. This is the Schafter GTR, Mercedes CLK, if you will. Now, this vehicle, while it is part of the GTA 4 pack that I've been using it, I can't seem to find it existing anywhere outside of this mod, and it isn't part of the showroom, so I can't kind of legitimately go and buy it from the showroom. What I have done is charged myself $400,000 for the car. You see I'm down to $235,000, which is vaguely in keeping with the sort of expense of, well, the high-end supercars from the GTA 4 pack. The Typhoon, which is essentially a Zonda in this, is $120,000 from the game shop. So using that kind of value, assuming that this is, you know, a considerably rarer, more expensive a car, $400,000 seemed like a fairly reasonable estimate. I know if it was GTA 5 cars, it would be 10 million. However, for the purposes of this, it seems like a fair assumption. And it looks fantastic. It really does look incredible. It sounds brilliant as well. I'm hoping it is going to be as quick as it looks and as it sounds. If not, I'm going to be quite disappointed, and this will have been a rather expensive mistake. Probably the most expensive of mistakes. The Ardent, I kind of cheatily undercharged myself, didn't really know, guesstimated and was a little bit wrong, because I didn't realise it had weapons on it. And that was not a great performance for the money. However, yeah, this is, well, more expensive, and I'm hoping, I mean, it looks the part. It should be, fingers crossed, a good race car, but I'm never sure quite how these are going to perform. Let's face it, they're mod cars from older generation games on a mod drag racing meet, so let's go and see how it all fares. The engine is somewhere down there. Well, we want full engine upgrades. We want as much power as we can be getting. I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, this car will stand a chance of fighting with the monstrous engine vehicles. Probably asking a lot, but yeah, I really like the standard wheels on this car. They look incredible. Unfortunately, I can't have the standard wheels and have the custom tyres, and the custom tyres are needed to give you the grip. So, yeah, guess we will go with, let's go with some slightly different wheels to the previous ones I've used from the high-end category, because of course we will need to go for the custom tyres. Now, it will give us a wheelie. Now, if this wheelie's too much, we might be in a little bit of trouble. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not so worried about brakes. Grille, we can, I don't think you had a front plate anyway on it, so let's not bother with any of that. Don't worry about horn. Livery, oh, we can have some proper we can have a proper, oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Yes, I want that. And then we've got to respray the car into a kind of silvery colour. I guess probably that sort of colour would be fairly close to the actual race car. Perfect. Okay, grille, horn, livery done. Suspension. I guess we're going to want some sports suspension on this vehicle. Not a huge amount in the way of customization, not a huge amount of way of upgrades to this, but let's face it, you know, it's pretty much a full-on race car to begin with. So, yeah, perhaps not so surprising. Of course, we're going to want the turbo on there, and that will be that relatively simple one to have been doing the upgrades for. Let's leave the garage. It's a, I mean, it's so low the splitter is having difficulties with getting out of Benny's workshop. I would be concerned just trying to drive this car around normally, seeing as that splitter is pretty... Yeah, it's basically going to fall through the floor everywhere, or scrape the floor everywhere. Does it have wonky... Just wondering how it reacts over curbs. Interestingly, it's so low to the ground with the sport suspension. Now, I'm hoping that the suspension will give us good traction off of the line. I'm hoping we'll get, well, what we saw from the Bullet, kind of the low-lying wheelies. If we can get low-lying wheelies, that's the way to some speed, and hopefully we will have plenty of control in this, this car. Well, let's go take it racing, and we will very quickly find out. So, we have come to the docks to take on a slightly different... someone's managed to crash their Mud Pervert. We're taking on a slightly different drag race at the docks. It's a little bit longer than the other one. We will join in here. I guess we've got to probably rescue the Mud Pervert. Okay, maybe we can we get... Oh, we can't quite get underneath the... Well, Mother might be stuck there a little while. Yeah, we're going to kind of see how it does. I am absolutely no idea on performance, having never seen one of these race before. We're just being the ultimate fail race recovery service is a go here. Come on. Oh well, the Mopper I think is going to be stuck there for all of time until he needs to race, and then probably still will be stuck there for most of time. We have got there's a interesting horn going on. We've got Rhapsody versus... This might not be the most exciting meeting that I have ended up at. I'll be honest, in terms of car choice, I guess we'll go and race against a Mamba. Have you got decent money on you? Yeah, we'll give it... Oh.
Watch it, asshole.
Look, you. I just wanted to race I assume your car, and you are too much of a chicken to race the Schafter GTR. We're going to have Mamba. Are we going to have... Is it going to be Mamba as in one of the two Mambas that are around here, or Mamba as in the Dukes that for some reason is called Mamba just to confuse all of us? Who knows? But we will get on the line with our car, heat up the tyres, and we will... it is going to be the Dukes. Now, I do know that this is a relatively fast Dukes. It's not the fastest one out there, but it is fast enough to put up a little bit of a fight. So here is hoping that this will be a good place to start. We should beat this relatively straightforwardly. Let's see if we can go for a little bit more money. We need to start making back some... Oh, okay, so you want to go to program. Not going to go... No, get out of the way, please, Rhapsody. Thank you for that one. Right, we are going to get off... Oh, we get like a little bobbly-wobbly... You kind of got a wheelie. You got a wheelie of sorts. It's a 7.6. That's some 3 seconds faster, and that involved a misshift from the GTR. Okay. It's definitely quick. It kind of... It does exactly what I want to in terms of a launch. It sort of bobbles its way along, much like the Bullet does, but it's nowhere near as... In fact, it's not uncontrollable. It's nowhere near as bad as the Bullet in terms of its launch. We could, quite possibly be getting sub-6 second runs down here, I would think, with a perfect launch. I don't even know if that was a perfect launch particularly. I just want to find something. No, I think I've gone and got such a quick car that no one wants to come and play with it at any of the smaller meetings. That is sometimes a downside. The downside of one of these faster cars is that people don't necessarily want to go and race against you. Come on, Mupava, you can figure this one out. I think the issue we've got here is that the Mamba is in the way. A little bit of a narrow entrance way here. Go on, you're free now. Go on, get out. Come on, people, we can figure this. There we go. We will just do some more celebratory donuts with that glorious engine. Probably shouldn't try and, burst my own tyres. It would probably be quite an easy thing to do. What do we reckon? Mupava? Could it be a sleeper? Maybe. I mean, the Panto was as quick as the Mamba Dukes, which is pretty quick. Pretty quick indeed. But maybe the Mupava will have massive sleeper qualities. It hasn't got the engine. No, it doesn't. Hasn't got the engine sticking out the bonnet. It doesn't necessarily mean that they can't be a sleeper vehicle here. It's just 9.9 from the Rhapsody. It's definitely the second quickest car we have seen so far. Does any of these slam vans want to come and have a race? Slam van cars? No. None of the members do. I think everyone is scared of this race car. I mean, let's face it, when you look at this thing, you see this thing turn up on the grid, it's hardly a surprise that people would be scared of racing this one. Unfortunately, the only person that really seems to want to challenge me is Mamba, who has very little in the way of money left. We kind of taken all of that. 6,300 then. I don't actually know where he is. I did see him around somewhere. Oh, is he over in that corner? Ah, there he is. He's making his way. He was somewhere circling around over from that direction at one point. Never quite know where they're going to turn up. Oh, he might have got his car beached a little bit over there. We good, Mamba? Do you need a hand? I can be of assistance if required. I think he might have got his wheelie bar stuck on something. Oh, Christ. Let's get out of the way of everyone. Come on, then. Oh, look at that. Well navigated by all there. And everyone has survived. We're going to try and not do a terrible start. We're going to try and not bobble our way and miss a shift. We'll get the tyres up a little bit more in terms of temperature. It's not a great amount, but there we go. Right. Shafter, let's try and go through these gears quickly. Oh, that's right. That's a really arsey one. That just hit there. That was a terrible run, a 7.9. I say a terrible run. There's definitely a lot more time in. I don't know how I don't know how I missed the shift. It's obviously a very, very small, tiny fraction of time that was needed. Okay, this meet, as cooler a race as it is, nobody actually wants to race against my car. So we're going to go and find... I might actually go to the big supercar meeting and we'll go and race some of them and see how we fare against that sort of rivalry. Well, I changed my mind a little bit on the way out here. I figured that I could go to race against all the supercars over in the little drag strip the other side of that hill. However, you are only going to get supercars there. And part of the reason why I wanted this car, part of the thing I want to test is against some of the monster cars. And, well, this is the biggest meeting that has generic vehicles turn up, so most likely to find monster vehicles here. What I do want to race against is the Drag Regina, because that is an incredible, incredible vehicle. I have a sneaking suspicion that this car is too scary fast for just about everyone. Now, the downside of that does mean that the monster vehicles are unlikely to accept my challenge. Only the real supercars are going to. I might have to, before next recording session, turn off the kind of balanced challenges. The reason why there is balanced challenges, of course, to stop you with a hugely overpowered car, monstering all the low vehicles, trying to kind of grind out money quickly. However, when it comes to the monstrous vehicles, they, should be... ooh. Oh, there's a truck's turned up. I've got distracted. There's a drag truck. But yeah, monstrous vehicles, because they're only perhaps on an ingot, let's say, as an example, an ingot against a supercar, they're going to decline it, not quite taking into consideration the pure power of said ingot. So, yeah, again, a little bit of tweaking. I can find ways to work around it with the config files. To be honest, I don't really want to challenge the easy cars. It makes for a less exciting race for me. Has another Schafter GTR turned up? It looks like they might have done. All right, come on, car. Let's get off that line well. Yeah, it bobbles ever so slightly there, which is a little bit on the awkward side. I mean, we missed Shifter. We're still going to get a good run, but it's not going to be... I say it's not going to be perfect. It's a 12.5. Faster than the Salmon Shafter went. Fastest car I've ever had. 10 seconds is the time to beat down here. 10 seconds set by the Sabre Turbo Dragster that was a ridiculous car. That was one of the fastest cars I think that you'll find around here. We're a couple of seconds down. We missed a shift. I think there might be a second in it potentially for me. I'm not sure if we can quite get up to that level of performance. I want to race that. Yes, you there, good sir. No. Oh, it's not actually. There is. I have seen it once when I was testing out something. I saw a dragster version of the truck turn up with a much more powerful engine than I can put in them, or than you can put in them, and that was going absurdo fast. Unfortunately, I haven't had it turn up to a meeting as of yet. I'm sure we will one day, and then you will all fear. You will all fear the monster truck. Someone else has got. There are two here. There are two Schafter GTR. I might have to race some of you guys. Might have to race some of you guys and see how we fare. Oh, bugger, I might be racing. I probably am up next. Oh, we've got a 9F. I might have challenged the 9F without even really thinking about it. We'll race the GTRs next. 15 grand. I actually do need to start making up some money after all of this, so racing for change isn't great. I don't actually know if I even remember if I even changed. I think I got distracted by the truck when I was racing the Spectre. I didn't know if I changed the money we were playing for there. Okay. 10-second run, we reckon? We can go for a 10-second run if I can get all the shifts right. I'm not sure we've quite got the top ends to go for a 10-second run, but we will wait and see, especially if that... no, it looks like Sentinel is derping out on the launch thing. We're going to bobble and bobble and bobble and bobble. Here we go. Through the gears. This is the best we've got off of the line initially. We have kind of now run out of any go. Come on, Schafter. It is a 12.1. Destroyed the 9F. I was expecting to get a shift later on. I was expecting to get it need to change gear, change up at a later stage. That never really came. It never happened. It has done in previous ones. I know we got a better start. I felt like we have really good initial speeds, but we seem to run out of kind of mid-level acceleration, which is a little bit of a shame. A little bit of a shame. Would have liked to have seen a bit more from this. I would like to see a lot more from this, but there we go. Schafter GTR. Let's have a look. Who has the most money? You've got 31,000. And you have got 28,000. Okay. Let's go and give you a race. Or not. Okay. You could say... You've got the same car as me. Why, you will accept a race. Good man. Good man. The other one over here is a coward. And he shall have his car hit with a... Ooh, what do we go for? No, with a fireworks launcher. That would be bad. With a baseball bat, I think. There we go. For your cowardice, good sir. Now we shall go and race. Nope, I didn't hit your car at all. Pay no attention to me in any way, shape, or form. I don't think he was, so I think we got away with that one. Fantastic. 20,000? No. God damn it. Now I've spent all this money on car. Nobody wants to play with any money. I hope that Emperor is crazy fast. Like, it looks so boring. I say so boring. It looks so basic and standard. I hope that has got like a horrendously powerful sleeper kind of, I guess, mods on that, so we don't have the big old engines to get out the front, but it could still be very, very quick. Right, let's get these tyres warmed up. Again, I want a sub 10 second, but I don't think I want to get near a 10 second. Sub 12 would be nice. See if we can manage that. A bit bobbly off the start. It's a little bit funny with that sort of secondary gear change. It's a little bit weird in that I swear I'm timing it the same as the other ones, but it's such a minor... I say such a short amount of time that the indicator comes up. Very, very... You either got to preempt it or be absurdo fast on the reaction for it. The AI driving these GTRs, they're quick cars here. That one was, what, a 13, so which is, you know, up there with the rest of my vehicles, really, in terms of outright pace. I can occasionally get a little bit better launch than... I can get a better launch than them, which is what makes the difference for me. I don't actually know who else is going to be willing to race me here. Maybe Out of Time. He tends to be a good sport in racing against us, even if he does try to screw over your events. Nope. Anybody want to have a race? Maybe the Monroe. I'm not expecting the Monroe to... Oh! The Monroe has accepted. We have found someone who isn't a coward. How nice is that? There's a race going on that I wasn't really paying any attention to, and it's so foggy I can't really. The car's going to win. The car on the right-hand side is going to win. I think it was a Panto. There we go, it is a Panto. So I think I remember who a Panto lined up on the start line. Where did my car? There's my car. Found my car. It's over here. We didn't lose it. Also, come on, play with more money. 18 grand. I know you've got... okay. A fairly decent guess as to how much he would accept. That'll do, though. 17 and a half. I want to see the Dragster Regina go, because I don't know if that's had a buff since I last saw it race. It was a while ago that we saw it run down the course. I think I'll work our way through the, well, slightly lunatic spectators. Right, we're getting every advantage we can. Park as far forward as possible. Speed up the tyres. And then get ready for, hopefully... a good launch here. We are off and underway. Get these gear. Okay, we've caught that one up completely. It's the car bobbling across. It's on the launch as it's bouncing across the sort of potholes. That's what's occasionally sending it up into the green. That's a poor run. It was a poor run indeed. Oh. And front flip for a slight less than victory, that one. I mean, we won. We won. How come the 9F was going to play with 22 grand against the... I guess he didn't want to play with a huge amount of money up against my supercar. Makes sense to... God damn it. This is the downside. The downside of supercars. The upside of the Pumobile is everyone was happy to race with it because it was just a muscle car. And nobody was prepared for the speed of that. But when you turn up in a car... let's face it, when you turn up in a car that looks like this and sounds like this and is setting very, very quick times... Funnily enough, people tend not to want to really race you that much, not when they're having to bet money, their own money on it. Maybe, you're not Noisy Toy, are you? Oh, you will though, the Blade will have a go. Noisy Toy's red, isn't it, if I remember correctly? We have a Sultan RS that might be fun to challenge, but honestly, I don't think... Is that even a Sultan? It is an RS, but I don't think they can... apparently, it's Drift King. Well, that's not going to help you here, mate. You can be as good at drifting as you like. Not going to help you when it comes to going in a straight line quickly. Oh well, let's see if the blade is any good. Hello, Panto, you've made a return. Futo's doing the bump into the start line. I don't know if it's for good luck or whether he's angry that he lost, because he lost by like a second to a Panto, so maybe that's what it is. Don't you bloody dare come across in front of me. Thank you. He has recovered anyway. Okay, let's try and beat this blade. I really like this car. This might be one of my new favourite cars in GTA 4-5. Might be one of my favourite mod vehicles I think I've come across. It looks glorious, sounds incredible, and oh, an 11.9, 11.9, fastest time by me. I'm still down on I think on the monstrous cars with this. It was worth a shot, and I'm very, very glad I have this. I think we'll have to go take on some more supercars, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we'll experiment. Actually, I do know where we're going to go next. Next time out, we're actually going to go and try a street race that involves, like, corners and stuff. That can only go well. And I'll take this, because, I really like this car. It is fantastic. That, though, is going to be it for today. We've made some of our money back that we spent on buying this vehicle. It's certainly got the performance. It's certainly the fastest of my vehicles, if you can get it right. It's got quite a bobbly start that is easy to screw up on, even on a very smooth surface like this airfield, which is a challenge. You know, it's a challenge. You've really got to get everything right. You've got to wait and get your timing spot on with this car. I kind of quite like that, as regards to these faster vehicles, this is a lot more sensitive than the likes of the Kuruma, for example. It's, of course, the Dukes has got some serious speed about it. It's a serious launch from that car. Yeah, this is a brilliant car. As ever, I shall link all of the mods that I've used in the description, so you can download them, have a go with them yourself. But that'll be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.